What's going on, everybody? Back from hiatus. Back from hiatus. Hey, man. Back from hiatus. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Um, it's that time of the year for me again. That's why I hadn't been on live, because I busy, man. Leading up to basketball season for me, so it's a busy time. So, I'm back to my regular scheduled program, being Coach Carter every day, trying to motivate young men to reach their full potential through the game of basketball, trying to, get our bodies and our minds prepared for a grueling basketball season. And this year we've added, here where I live, we've added a fall league. So now we have games during the fall on, Tuesdays. So it's back to the grind for me. It's back to the grind for me. Y'all come on in here. Y'all come on in here. We got stuff to talk about. I got some time tonight. It's been a minute. I think I hadn't been live in a little over a week now. I hadn't been live, so I got some time tonight. So we can chat a minute. We can definitely talk tonight. First thing I want to talk about, as some of you may know, Bruce Pearl has retired as head basketball coach of the Auburn Tigers, which is a surprise to a lot of people, but really not a surprise to people who are in the know. Some people knew that it was coming. They'll try to deny it and say they didn't know it was coming, but a lot of people know Bruce Pearl was getting ready to retire. A lot of people knew it. They knew it was coming. They've been preparing for this as a family. And Auburn has hired his son as his successor. His son has been the associate head coach of Auburn since Bruce Pearl has worked at Auburn for the past 11 years. So his son now will take over the helm, be the head coach of the Auburn Tigers basketball program. But what I want to talk about is the timing and the why as to Bruce Pearl retire. There's been speculation of him wanting to go into politics. He's come out and denied that he's going to go into politics. For many of you know, we have an empty Senate seat here where I live here in Alabama. I live in Alabama, not too far from Auburn. What's going on, Aaron? I'm back, Aaron. It's back to regular scheduled program for me, Aaron. School's back in, coaching full time now, coming up to the season. But we back on tonight. But yeah, a lot of people know that we have an empty Senate seat here in Alabama, vacated by Tommy Tuberville. Tommy Tuberville is about to run for governor. He's running for governor. So the rumor mill has been swirling that Bruce Pearl is going to attempt to, go after that Senate seat that was vacated by Tommy Tuberville. He's denied it, but from all accounts and from what I've been told, Bruce Pearl is definitely going to go after that Senate seat vacated by Tommy Tuberville. Can't believe LeBron is. Aaron, LeBron, when he retires, he's going to be top 5 in points, assists, and rebounds. Think about that. When he retires, he's going to be top 5 in points, assists, and rebounds. Bruce Pearl, he's come out and vehemently denied him trying to run for political office in the state of Alabama, but people who are in the know, they know he's going to go after that Senate seat. I don't have any problem with it, but if you know you're going to go after that Senate seat, just say that. Just say it. Nobody's gonna have a problem with it. Just say it. You want to go into politics. You know, who's gonna have a problem with you saying you want to go into politics? Nobody. My problem is too. My biggest problem is the timing. He announced his retirement 2 days before the college basketball season officially starts. Okay, what's the significance of him announcing his retirement 2 days ago? Well, college basketball season officially started on today. College basketball season officially started today, which means they started practice today officially, not just workouts. They actually started practice. Well, the new rules are if a coach abruptly leaves a program, a player, according to the new transfer portal rules, has 30 days to enter the portal and find a new home. Okay, so the players who are at Auburn currently have 30 days to try to transfer and find a new home. Well, let's just think about this for a second. College basketball season started today. Games will start officially in about a month. If you're a Power 5 school, 1 month before games start, 2 days before the season started officially, 1 month before games start, at a Power 5 school, who has a scholarship laying around that they can give out to a transfer? Nobody. Which essentially means, and players know that, essentially means the players that are there are pretty much stuck to staying there. So what does that mean? His son will have all the players that he had, which means that'll give his son the best chance to win. That'll give his son the best chance to win because he knows players won't really have time to transfer. Season's here. That's why he retired when he retired. That's why it was abrupt. Because he wants to give his son, he knew Auburn was going to have to hire a coach, and they didn't want to have a coaching search to start the season off. So that's why they went ahead and moved his son into that position, head coach. And he knew players were not going to have time enough to go and find a new home in the transfer portal and actually get a scholarship. Because you have players who've been at a school and worked out and practiced all summer, and coach is just going to bring a new player in at the last minute, give that player a scholarship and playing time. No, that's not how that's going to work. That's not how that's going to work. So the timing of this, you know, is something to think about. The reasoning behind this is something to think about. And just the overall way he went about it. Because rumor has it, I can't confirm this, I can't deny this. Rumor has it he tried to retire this past April, and he wanted his son to be named head coach then, but the school didn't want to hire his head coach, hire his son as head coach. There's also been a rumor that he wanted to name his son coach in waiting last year, but the school was also opposed to that. So what does he do? He stays on and he waits till the very last minute, wait till the season's about to start and say, hey, I'm done, I'm out. So what does the school have to do? They know they need a coach. They hire his son, give him a 5-year deal. And with it being the last minute, players know they're not going to have a chance to really transfer or go anywhere. So the timing of this, you know, is something that has everybody thinking. The reasoning behind it. So, and Bruce Pearl is a good coach. Don't get me wrong. He's an exceptional coach. Now, Bruce Pearl, the man, that's to be desired. That leaves room to be desired. There's you know, a section of people who don't agree with his politics, the way he feels about things, because he's as of late, in about the last year or two, he's really been outspoken on his political stance. He's a conservative individual. He believes in conservative values. He's a staunch Trump supporter, which I don't have any problem with that. You know, what you believe in, who you believe in, who you believe in. I don't have any problem with that. but that's being, you know, to the forefront of a lot of his media appearances over the last year or two. But what really hurt him, in my opinion, in terms of recruitment, is when him going on a platform and saying the former president Barack Obama was a divisive president and he divided the country. Now let's just think about this. Bruce Pearl is a Caucasian man. He's a conservative coach. And he went on a platform and opposing the way Barack Obama, you know, practices politics. But he's going to try to go, and this is just a fact. This is not racist. This is not a racist statement I'm about to make. This is a fact. He's going to have to go into a black mama's home and try to recruit her black son and think she's going to be okay with him bashing President Barack Obama. People, let me tell y'all, that's not going to go well for Bruce Pearl. And I guarantee you, it hasn't went well for Bruce Pearl ever since he made that comment a couple months ago. I guarantee you, his recruitment has took an abrupt turn ever since he made that statement. I'm willing to bet that. I'm willing to bet that. I can't prove it. I don't have any facts or any data to back up that assumption, but I just believe that. So it remains to be seen if any other news will come out behind his retirement. There have been other rumors swirling around that a scandal is going to come out. I don't have any facts or any proof to that or any knowledge of that. So we'll see. We'll see. I got something on too. You know, we'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens. I hope he enjoys retirement. And like I said, if he wants to go into politics, that's his choice. He doesn't have to hide it from anybody. That's his choice if he wants to go into politics. You know, he's a grown man. If that's what you want to do, don't hide it. Stand on it. That's just what I say. If you want to do that, do that. But stand on it. You don't have to run from it. Oh, what is that? Got a fly in here or something. You know, that's just how I feel about it. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. But what have I been missing, man? I haven't been on live in a week. LeBron's gonna be a 22-time All-Star next season. Yeah, that's a fact, Aaron. That's a fact, Aaron. He's gonna be an All-Star. Jay Daniels is back at practice today. The Commanders need him. If they want, you know, to be successful. They have to have Jaden Daniels under center. No doubt about it. 22-time All-Star is crazy. And to your earlier point, if he was to play one more year and get Bryce and Bryce gets drafted, man, I think that depends on how this season goes. If he plays well this season and he think he can go through the grind of another off season, but Bryce has to hold up his end of the bargain and play well for Arizona this season also. Bryce has to hold up his end of the bargain and play well for Arizona to give himself a shot to get drafted. He's got to give himself a shot to get drafted. You know. That's what I feel. Also, what else is going on in sports? NBA training camps have started. Man, have y'all seen what Zion Williamson looks like now? Oh my God. If you all have not seen what Zion Williamson looks like now, go online and pull up the picture from New Orleans Pelicans media days. He said he lost about 30 pounds. Now, with that being said, Zion Williamson is still about 230, 240 pounds, but he looks totally different. He looks totally different, which means he's probably going to be more explosive, quicker, able to move his feet on defense. Man, Zion Williamson, if he stays healthy, Zion Williamson will be an all-star this year. He'll be an all-star. I got Zion Williamson as an all-star this year. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-star. For sure. Because he looks like he's in tip-top shape. You know, he laid off of the beignets and all the food in New Orleans, and he got himself in the best shape of his life. So to see Zion Williamson and what he looks like now, man, I can't do anything. We can't do anything but applaud him and appreciate the effort and appreciate him wanting to get in better shape. That way he can help himself be a healthier version and to be the best version of himself, which allows him to be the best version of himself on the court as well. Not only off the court, but on the court for his teammates and for the organization. So salute to Zion, man. Salute to Zion. The boy look like he about to go, man. I got this gnat flying around me that is really irritating. It is really irritating. It really is. I'll be back, y'all. I'll be back. I got some time tonight. I'll be back. I got some time tonight.
In case you haven't noticed, this shit's going to hell in a handbasket a lot faster than I eat.
Bro, knock that off, man. Y'all gotta stop the word semantics. I'ma just call it like it is.
When I was younger,
Please have mercy. When I call a bitch on me, twerk. Bitch like.
man, I don't know what she doing. This bitch just giving it out. What the hell? Girl said a wham in a circle. Even if a little make it jump like, I don't know what she doing. This bitch just giving it out. What the hell? Girl said a wham in a circle. Even if a little make it jump like, I don't know what she doing. This bitch just giving it out. What the hell? Girl said a wham in a circle. Even if a little make it jump like, I don't know what she doing. This bitch just giving it out. What the hell? Girl said a wham in a circle. Even if a little make it jump like, I don't know what she doing. This bitch just giving it out. What the hell? Girl said a wham in a circle. Even if a little make it jump like, I don't know what she doing. This bitch just giving it out. What the hell? Girl said a wham in a circle. Even if a little make it jump like.
Yes, and the A in my name stands for all you need, bitch. Yes, and the A in my name.
Bitch, look where I'm at. Look where.
Alright, so boom, family, listen, man.
So I just watched that Cam Newton and Jason Wilson.
They start doing the
It's like that old tale. They be like, oh, Jesus. Your food gets cold very quickly.
My boyfriend told me that I have.
After all the events that took place with Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen A. Smith said, and I quote, "You know he's, as in Trump's, coming. And you know part of the reason why is to get back at everybody who tried to take him down. They didn't try to keep him out of the White House, and that was it. They tried to throw him in prison. The man is coming, and you have to adjust accordingly. Part of the game is adjusting to the game." Let's be very clear about this. Stephen A. Smith spoke more